Hey guys, and welcome to the Omen of Orentia kind of mod display showcase. This is going to showcase two things. One, our editor, and two, the actual game we have in place. So we're going to start off with the culture menu. We have the 11 selectable kingdoms at the moment in the game for Omen of Orentia, and one of our editor features that's currently here is anything you edit in the game also displays on the main screen. For example, if you edited this banner in the game, it would and you exited and come out, it would then display on the main screen like this, so it's interchangeable and it does update. And this will also display correctly on your friend's game as well if you are to transfer files, which, by the way, everything in this mod, everything in the editor is transferable to your friend, so they are able to receive the XMLs and also live in your fantasy world at the same time as you with little to minimal effort, and you can just drag and drop them all in one place and it's just perfect. So let me start off. Let's just say I want to start as Zaravia. We're going to ignore these right now. None of that matters really. And get into the game. I'm sure you noticed that custom loading screen there. That's one of our features we have just implemented. We have swapped out all the loading screens with new ones that kind of suit our theme and what we're going for. So this mod is slightly inspired by Prophecy of Pendor. I'm guessing you'll be able to see some kind of references and kind of a similar storyline with what we've got going with this. So this will be a total conversion full overhaul mod with a new questing system, and lots of new settlements, kingdoms, factions, orders, replayability, and there's so many more things we have planned. I'm just going to show you the first few things that we've implemented. So I'm going to start off with the editor. To get into the editor, you can press N, go to the encyclopedia, press troops, click on any troop you want, then you can edit the troop. The other way to do it is be on the campaign map, press Ctrl and O, and it should just slam you right into the editor. It may take a second to load. There is a lot to load. So we're going to start off with the stats. Everything here is working. I also want to give one more shout out. There's a mod called Retinues that does similar features to ours. They actually have way more features than ours, which I believe is really good. They're actually a really good mod to use. In terms of troop editing, they pretty much got the most advanced things you can do with it, and they just have such a great layout and do it a much different way. I definitely recommend you would check them out. And give their mod a try as well in terms for troop editing, because their troop editor is really advanced. But yes, everything here you can modify their tier. It constantly updates. In our mod pack we have 10 tiers, so it goes up to tier 10. In all these stats constantly update. You've got upgrade branches. You can add an upgrade of what it will go to next from the Brindor tree. It will only show you the upgrades from your current troop tree as well. If you do add an upgrade branch to it and you go to the second one, and we wait for it to load in, you can also go back to the first one and so forth. So that all works. Just wanted to show you. You can also do this with lords, companions, and notables. Oops, didn't mean to show you that one yet. But yes, notables are in the game for us, and they're all editable, and you can edit these individuals yourself for your own liking. So we're going to move on over to the equipment tab. In the equipment tab, this is very unique. I haven't really seen this done in another mod before. Oh, nope, we're on the wrong one. Okay. Yes, so this equipment tab is basically trying to mimic native for troops. What we have here is all the tier selection section categories. We can sort it by Z to A, price, tier, high, low. Lots of ways you can basically coordinate and move around this mod. All the stuff is synced properly, so if you use any modules, any new modules, then you can incorporate this, not a problem, and it will load all of your models and all of your assets that you have just implemented in with a new armory mod, let's say, and it will register that and you can use it in your troop editor. The XMLs also save with the modded items, so if you even start a new campaign, you don't have to use the same campaign. You will have all of your custom troop tree and editor features. If you don't want this, you can also disable it, which is great. So next we'll move on to the preferences. So the preferences tab is nice. We have the age, muscle, weight, and height, which are all currently working. The gender mix, which spawns male or female troops of that order or of that culture on the field for that specific troop. Just to show it works. Well, I mean, I don't think you can really see by his helmet, but I guess the way his waist changed on his armor, I think that's not really manly waist, you know. I don't know why I know that. So yeah, that's all working. You can change its infantry type to what you would like it to be, and we have a few more infantry types coming. We're actually including 2 new infantry types into our mod, which will be very fun for you guys to see when we actually release the first playtest. The advanced stats, these are actually mostly fixed in the newer version, but I'm not going to show those off yet. You can also do this with, once again, anyone over there really. Culture, this basically tab explains itself, just goes through the cultures. Item stats, now now we will move on to our equipment tab. Now I absolutely love this tab, if I'm being honest. This tab just enables you to do so much and allows you to basically edit whatever you want and allow a lot of replayability and recyclability within your own mod. So for example, if I click on this helmet and I want to make a new item, I want to use this helmet on a tier 1 unit, but I also want to use this helmet on a tier 3 unit, but I don't want them to have the same stats because that wouldn't make sense. But unless I copied and pasted that model again and then gave it a different name and then different values all the long way around, then I can't do that. And I was like, why isn't there a thing for this? So we can change the armor, duplicate and save as new, named it Arfal. Now look, we now have our own custom item in the game with the new stats that I can now reuse on multiple troops. Lovely. Now, this is one of the features that everybody's been talking about and what a lot of people have been wanting us to release as soon as we can. It is our super prestigious banner editor. This goes super in depth and basically allows you to really customize the feel of your game. You can customize any house you like. You can customize the realm banner. All of this updates and replicates onto the culture card selection menu on the main menu, and I believe this is probably one of the coolest features we have, if I'm being honest. Now we're going to move on to the orders. Same thing here. Within our mod, we have around 20 or more orders. We plan for there to be 50 or more. They'll be located and scattered over the map, each with their own unique quest lines that are tailored to them, that really give you that replayability of the game. So let me actually get into the banner editor rather than just talking about it. So the banner editors works like this. We have the first category, what you would like to select your background as. Right now mine's both blue. I'll also show you how fast it's updating now. We drag and drop. Very nice. We can also then take away the categories up and down. We was thinking about adding some more. Right now I'm going to leave it out, but let's get onto the sigil layer. So we're going to remove him, we're going to add a new one, and we're going to go, these T-packs aren't fully in or registered properly yet. They need to be re-imported. That will be fixed when we release the version, don't worry. But these are CC banners which we've incorporated into our mod. He states that they're all open source and free, so we incorporated them in here, plus they are amazing. So thank you to that guy for compiling something that can be converted into a banner editor. I very much appreciate that, and has given us a lot of advances in what people can actually do with it, and basically giving you guys a whole lot more creativity ability. This literally works. If it's colored, leave it for now. That's going to be fixed. It just means they aren't registering properly yet, but there is so much you can really do, and honestly, I just haven't seen anything really like it at the moment. So I'm really excited to release this. Every time you change your color as well, the recent colors changes, you can lock them so it doesn't change anymore. So you can lock the 2 and then they'll stay, and all the other ones will update, and so forth. Now if I was to go save this banner, let's just put it as pink so we can see it a bit better. The core and watch now roll with this banner, and this will also display on their, if they do have any equipment that displays banners, it will load their new banner, which is great. So now we got through that, we got through the banner editor, we got through everything else. I'm going to show you our last feature of the editor, which is the settlements, ability to rename any town you would like. So for example, if I take Alderholt and rename it to, let's say, Hex, save settlement name, we'll go over here and bam, Hex is there. So everything is working and it is currently all fine. I've had no... Also houses one of the nobles. Let's hope he's in here. And he is. Let's go to the dungeon and Oh, no, is he in the dungeon or the Lord's Hall? He's in the Lord's Hall. They can kind of alter positions as well and change kind of where you find them. Here he is, good sir. So you can only speak to them once you reach a certain amount of renown. Once you get that renown, so campaign.renown, let's just add 500 for now. Let me talk to him. He is offering us to now join the order. I'm not really going to showcase much past this. I will show us joining the order. And I think I'm going to leave it here for this reveal, as I don't really want to give away too much. Thank you guys, and look forward to seeing you playing the mod.